Hey guys, Long here. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've posted anything on this channel, but you know what? We're back. In my first video back, I'm gonna take you guys on a ride on building my first racing sim rig with little to no knowledge or experience in anything about sim racing. And you're probably wondering why a race sim rig? Well, to be honest, I've always been interested in race simulators, but I've never really had the opportunity or the time to build one. And in the past 6 months, I've been going to Micro Center in my local computer store, Central Computers, and testing out their rigs. And every time I get into one, I really enjoy it. And I told myself in 6 months, if I still have the itch to get into it, I'm gonna invest into it. But 6 months later, and talking to my friend who just built his, I bit the bullet. When building this rig, I did have a budget. I wanted to spend about $2,000 or so. I already have a PC, so I don't count that into the budget, but 2,000 is where I wanted to go. I felt like I wanted to go with a medium tier style build. And the reason for that is I'm a type of guy that likes, tactile feeling and feedback. I wasn't gonna get that. So I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna go medium the road, but not go super crazy and hopefully stay within my budget. Thanks to the world of YouTube, I spent hours and hours watching so many reviews. I watched a ton of Boosted Media, OC Racing, and a ton of other content creators, and I appreciate them and putting in the time, and is the reason why I went with the build I went with. With that being said, let me show you guys what I got. Let's kick things off with the cockpit. Initially, I had my eyes on the Playseat trophy for around $500. The reviews look solid, it had a simple profile, it looks rigid enough for my needs, and the fact that it included a seat made it super appealing. Knowing my family and friends would want to play with my sim, I realized I needed something a bit more adaptable. After doing some digging online, I actually found out that Dell computers sell sim gear on their website. I ended up finding a Next Level Racing GTElite Lite wheel plate edition for $499. It normally goes for $599 direct from Next Level Racing. On top of that, Dell offers a 10% off for the first time buyers plus free shipping. The total came out for $496, saving me a solid $131. For the seat, I went for the Next Level ERS3 Elite Racing seat for $249. It's their base level seat. Using Boosted Media's 5% discount code, it came out to $260 shipped. That saved me $13. Moving on to the wheelbase, I decided to go with the Moza R12. Even though I don't need the R12, I wanted that extra headroom. By pure luck, I noticed my local computer store, Central Computers, actually mispriced their R12 version 2. They had it listed cheaper than the version 1, which saved me $28. For the steering wheel, I chose the Moza GS V2P. It felt way better in my hands compared to the affordable KS option. I managed to track one down on Facebook Marketplace for $280 compared to the $360 MSRP. The seller sent me a video of it powering on before we met, and it was in like new condition. That move saved me another $126. I know Moza has the bundle with the R12 and GS for $858 shipped, but by snagging the mispriced base locally and scoring the wheel on Marketplace, I saved $135 compared to the bundle. For the pedals, I went with the Simsonn Pro X Ultra. Based on the reviews I've watched, these seem to hit that sweet spot of mid-range performance at a great price. Everyone says the pedals are the most important part of the rig, so I felt this was a really solid route to take without spending a ton of money. I also grabbed the Haptic motors for the pedals, a base plate, and the pedal upgrade kit. And thanks to their summer sale, I saved another $42. When choosing monitor, I knew that I wanted a one monitor setup, which means I needed to go with an Ultrawide to get the whole immersive experience, because I don't really have space for a 3 monitor setup. Ideally, the rig will probably live here in this space, and then without getting a monitor stand or attaching the rig, I'm gonna rotate the rig over here, and hopefully the rig will fit underneath the table and the monitor will be close. We haven't gone that far yet. I haven't figured that part out, but once we get there. After digging through Facebook Marketplace, I scored a Samsung G9 49H QHD 240Hz for $450. Even though I would have loved to have an OLED, but that would have been more expensive, I'm more than happy walking away with roughly $550 in savings. So tallying everything up, I spent around $3,200. I'm definitely over my initial budget, but I've also managed to save almost $900 across the board between buying new and Facebook Marketplace. It's a bit of a double-edged sword because I know this is gonna be a long-term investment. I was hoping to stay under $3,000, but I'm happy with everything I chose. As you probably figured out, this is gonna be a multi-video series, from deciding what I bought, filming my experience and putting it together, installing the software, user experience, to documenting my first race. Let me know what you guys think about my purchase. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe so you catch the next video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.